Welcome to the Baseface Network.
Hey everyone, my name is Amelia Lucia Vida. My study number is 22520023. I am in a class PPE 02. So, today I'm gonna do my final test for pronunciation. And we're gonna talk about IPA or International Phonetic Alphabet. So, first of all, what the International Phonetic Alphabet? According to Wikipedia, the International Phonetic Alphabet is a system of phonetic notation based primarily on the Latin script. It was devised by the International Phonetic Association as a standard representation of speech sound. So they can know how the words are pronounced correctly, and it's very useful because you don't have to be a native speaker to know how the words are pronounced correctly. And now we're gonna talk about the history. This phonetic symbol does not appear by itself. It's begun by an English and French linguist named Paul Pesci. Intentionally, this phonetic symbol appeared as a solution to make things easier for people learning a new language. In end of 19th century, Paul Pesci and his friend decided to establish the International Phonetic Association. Alright, now let's see the IPE card. Oh, before we talk about the IPE card, I'm gonna explain a bit of stress and intonation, the definition and what is that for. Alright, so stress in the emphasis given to a specific syllable of word speech. Stress can be very useful to highlight the word with greater importance in sentence. This can also be very helpful if the words have the same spelling but different function. Now we're gonna talking about intonation. So intonation is the variation of our pitch in our spoken language or raiseful the voice. Unlike stress, intonation is very useful in showing the emotion or attitude the speaker or the emphasis the difference between a question, same exclamation and imperative statement, or a normal statement. Nah, that's all about stress and intonation. Now, let's move to the IPE card. Okay, there are three. It's vowels, diphthongs, and consonant. First is a short vowel E. 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 Example for text is ship, ship, ship. Next, long vowel E. 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 Example for text sheep, sheep, sheep. Next, short vowel U. 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 For example, put, put, put. Next is long vowel U. 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 Next is short vowel E. 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 Ten. 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 Next is short vowel letter, letter, letter. Next is short vowel uh, girl, girl, girl. Next is long vowel o, show, show, show. Next is short vowel eh, eh. For example, cat, cat, cat. Next is short vowel a, a. For example, sun, sun, sun. Next is long vowel a, a, a. For example, car, car, car. Next is short vowel o, o, o. For example, hot, hot, hot. Next is ear, ear. For example, here, here, here. Next is a, a. For example, is name, name, name. Next is your, your. Example is poor, poor, poor. Next is oi, oi, oi. For example, toy, toy, toy. Next is oh, oh, oh. For example, no, no, no. Next is air, air, air. For example, is where, where, where. Next is I, I, I. For example, is my, my, my. Next is ow, ow, ow. For example, is how, how, how. Next, p sound, p, p. For example, is pot, pot, pot. Next is p sound, b, b, b. For example, is bed, bed, bed. Next is the sound, the, the, the. For example, is tap, tap, tap. Next is the sound, the, the. For example, is door, door, door. Next is j, j. For example, is chair, chair, chair. Next is j sound, j, j. For example, is jam, jam, jam. Next is g sound, g, g. For example, is calm, calm, calm. Next is g sound, g, g. For example, is come, come, come. Next is f sound, is f, f. For example, is full, full, full. Next is f sound, f, f. For example, is ferry, ferry, ferry. Next is ch, ch, ch. For example, is ting, chi, ting. Next is the sound, d, d. For example, is d, d, d. Next is sound, s, s. For example, is son, son, son. Next, the sound, s, s. For example, is zoo, zoo, Su. Next is sh, sh, sh. For example, is she, she, she. Next is s, s. For example, is vision, vision, vision. Next is muscle, muscle, m. For example, is man, man, man. Next is nasal, n, n. For example, is nose, nose, nose. Next is ngasa, ng, ng. For example, is angry, angry, angry. Next is sound, h, h. For example, is happy, happy, happy. Next is l sound, l, l. For example, is late, late, late. Next is r sound, r, r. For example, is red, red, red. Next is w sound, w, w. For example, is one, one, one. Next is yes sound, yes sound, yeah. For example, is yes, yes, yes. Okay. I hope you understand what I present. And thank you.